Friend, you look like you've been to Oblivion and back. What manner of trial did you face? By my honor, that's good to hear. With Rakishin slain and the mask in our possession, we're much closer to victory, and it's all because of your efforts. Here, take this. Another interesting item I found in the Sanctum's vaults. With his dragon priest defeated and his plans foiled, Lotvulan is more vulnerable than ever before. We can't let this opportunity pass us by. The time has come to put an end to this Order of the New Moon. Sept Scales. Why would he challenge Lotvulan on his own? This is no time for anger. I may not agree with Nephilar's actions, but we need to defeat the cult. We must find our dragon ally. Journey to Senchal and speak with General Renmus. I don't expect him to join us in our fight, but he may have reports concerning Nephilar and Lotvulan's battle.
No need to travel to Senchal, Dragon God.
General Renmus?
I owe all of you an apology. I thought I acted for the good of Senchal, but there is blood on my hands. If you'll have us, the shields of Senchal will fight alongside the Dragon God.
We've always been on the same side. I'm glad you finally realized that.
You can thank my daughter for all this. She can be quite persuasive when she wants to be. Just like her mother. The shields of Senchal are ready to aid you, Dragon God. Yes, those particular dragons aren't very subtle. There's been an abundance of sightings. The latest reports indicate they were heading north of Senchal in the company of a great deal of cultists and several dragons. Not yet. I have a contingent of soldiers stationed at the West Century Tower, just northwest of Senchal. They can let you know the current location of your fighting dragons. I'll work with Captain Sai Sahan to formulate a plan of attack. We'll march north of Senchal as soon as we are able. To be honest, I've been mulling over this alliance since you first entered my office. But I was certain that if I left Senchal defenseless, it would fall to ruin, just like Cyrodiil. When I left Cyrodiil all those years ago, the unimaginable happened. My Emperor was killed, and Daedra attacked, and I wasn't there to defend my home. That knowledge changed me. I couldn't let something similar happen to Senchal. We face the darkness of fear to find the light of courage. That's something my wife often said, and something Aelia just recently reminded me. I can't let fear dictate my actions. And so, I will join with you. Tactical information, supplies, soldiers. Now that we're in this fight, you'll find the shields of Senchal an invaluable ally. I haven't left Senchal completely defenseless. Besides, if we don't defeat Lotvulan now, there won't be a city left to defend, unless my daughter has exaggerated the dangers. A cruel race, these dragons. They would rather rule over ashes than allow us to remain free. It's not just Senchal at stake, or even Elsweyr. All of Tamriel is in peril.
I did it! I convinced my father to join our cause. The Dragon Guard now has the full support of the shields of Senchal. But what about your mission? Did you find the Mask of Alkosh? You defeated Rakishin? Well done you. Now that we have the mask, we'll finally be able to... Actually, I'm not sure what the mask does. Oh. Well, at least Lotvulan doesn't have it. And who knows, maybe it'll prove useful, eventually. Besides, we may not even need the mask to defeat Lotfulan now that my father has agreed to help us. I simply explained the facts. What we know, what we've done, what the cult plans to do. I can't really pinpoint what exactly convinced him, though I have a feeling he's been considering this alliance for a long time.
Tulip. Come on. Don't even have to run. Take your precious time.
I can't believe it.
Well?
We actually fought a living, breathing
Nafala was lucky we made it here so fast. He was surrounded by at least 5 other dragons, but they scattered after we took this one down. Zaji grounded it himself. I'd say I'm proud of him, but it was probably sheer luck. I'm not sure. He fights with the fury of a wounded Sench, but that could simply be his way. Still, despite his confidence, not even Nefalar can stand against such numbers for long. Nefalar and his enemies flew out of sight, but the tower may offer a better vantage point. Zaji is up there now. Perhaps he saw where they went.
Did you see the corpse walker? A dragon! Zaji! Killed an actual dragon! Ah! Oh, the moon singers will tell tales of our adventures for generations to come! Zaji, the Dragon Slayer! And his heroic associates. Not since he flew by. To be honest, things weren't looking good for our scaly friend. An entire rage of dragons chased after him. Zaji doesn't think Latvulan is interested in a fair fight. Zaji lost sight of them. They're fast and loud. And this one can't help but wince every time they shout. Is that really just him? Wait! Looks like they're coming back around. Looks like they're headed straight to Doomstone Keep. Huh. What could they want with that old ruin? Sai Sahan will want to know about this. We'll report in while you go after Nafala.
I know a hunt when I see one, Walker. Find Nafalar before they overwhelm him.
Look, above the ruin. Nephilar has fallen. We need to get into that keep.
What are we going to do now?
Without reinforcements, we have no way to take the keep.
Damn that dragon's pride. If Nephilar had only broken off and regrouped with us, it seems we have no choice but to rescue the beast. Are you with me? General Renmus will lead a secondary team to keep the cultist occupied. That should give us time to search for Nephilar. By Lecky's blade, I just hope he's still alive. We'll be hard-pressed to take this keep without him. The cult is gathering around Latvalon, most likely to empower him using their Aeon Stones. Yet another advantage they have over our forces. This is it, my friend. Our chance to prove ourselves. To prove that the Dragon Guard still protects the people of this world. You scout ahead and find a way forward. I'll join you in a moment. If you have anything to say to our companions,
Have no fear. Zaji, the Dragon Slayer.
if you have anything to say to our companions, I suggest you do so now. The battle ahead will be long and arduous, and we may not all survive. If you asked me that question when this began, I would have had few words of hope. But we faced many trials together, this Dragon Guard. We fought the Order of the New Moon and made it to our final battle. Hope is a flickering flame, Dragon Guard. Do not let the winds of doubt blow it out. We may not win, we may not live, but we always have the choice to fight. And so I shall, until my last breath. Even if we die, the fires of our legacy shall burn forever. Others will be inspired by our bravery, by our willingness to fight against unbeatable odds. If we are defeated here, the fight against Latvalon shall continue. I'm sure of it.
I've been fighting all my life. For gold, for glory, for sheer enjoyment. But now I fight for something greater. Now I fight for my people and my home. If I die today, it shall be with blood on my fangs and fury in my claws. In the Black Kirgo, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. That's the game we're playing now, Walker. If we win, we save my people from certain destruction, but we're wagering our lives. Make no mistake. And I'll admit, it did feel good to take one of those bastards down. I never knew that dragon blood ran so hot. Nearly scalded my tongue, ripping out the beast's throat. Just the one. Don't die, yes?
Our final battle, is it? How fortunate for you to have Zaji by your side. This one just wants you to understand what an asset he will be in this fight. After all, Zaji is now a seasoned dragon slayer. Now, where is our ballista? Oh, no ballista, huh? A trebuchet then. Or perhaps even a catapult? Maybe even just a very, very big bow? Then perhaps Zaji should make his way back to the sentry tower. He'll watch over the fight from there. Yes. Yes, you do. This one will fight then. For Elsweyr, for the Dragon Guard, for his friends. Even if he's scared out of his mind, not that he's scared, mind you. Zaji would ask that you hear one request, Walker. If Zaji dies, bring his body back to Black Heights. If he is to meet Kenarthi and travel to the sands behind the stars, he would rather Mother send him on his way. She is an expert in such matters, after all.
Searching for Naphalar may be a fool's errand, you understand. We don't even know if he's still alive. No matter. My reluctance to aid you has done little good so far. I'll lead the others, while you and Sai Sahan search.
This is it, isn't it? Our final battle against the Order of the New Moon. A chance to see if our Dragon Guard can live up to the name. Let's just make it out of this alive. All of us. Not well, if I'm being honest. Our odds don't look very good, and if we fail, it's not just the Dragon Guard who will fall. The shields of Senchal are now at risk as well. Did I convince my father to join a battle we can't possibly win? I know. And it's not like I'm about to turn tail after all we've been through. I'm just nervous. Isn't that normal before a big battle? My heart feels like it's about to pound right out of my chest. I'm just glad you're with us. I always feel so much more at ease when you're fighting alongside me. But you have a dragon to save, and a dragon to slay, I suppose. I won't keep you any longer. Good luck.
Stay sharp. We don't know what might lurk in these caverns. That looks like Naphalar, down below. Let's see if we can find a way to get to him. Hold a moment. There's some kind of message written on that tablet. Rather roundabout way, it seems like this tablet is telling us how to move forward. It seems seems there's more to Doomstone Keep than first meets the eye. The inscription says to create light with a divine mask, which I can only assume refers to the Mask of Alkosh. Did the Pride of Alkosh occupy this keep? Yes, the Black Beast. One of the Dragon Guard's greatest foes. A dragon of mighty power. Which would indicate that this inscription was written by the Dragon Guard. But what were they doing here? The Dragon Guard and the Pride of Alkosh. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to find Nephilar, first and foremost. According to this inscription, the mask can somehow be used to light fires. We should search for unlit torches or braziers.
Off with you, Swit!
There. Let's see if the mask responds to that brazier. That must be the Black Beast facing off against the Dragon Guard. Looks like a Khajiiti warrior is leading them. Perhaps she was a member of the Pride of Alkosh.
Your odds. Keep your guard up until you've got your footing. I hope you're watching.
That's Nephilar.
You can make it. Keep moving.
Alkosh, but he's refusing her. It seems to symbolize something, though I'm not sure what. I understand now. The Black Beast is Lutvalon. The Dragon Guard sealed him away, though it cost Jadari her life. And Nephilar is nowhere to be seen. Jadari joined the Dragon Guard to take down a fearsome dragon. The Pride of Alkosh called him the Demon from the East, while the Dragon Guard named him the Black Beast. But his true name is Lutvalon. Precisely. She must have needed the mask's power to defeat Lutvalon. Jadari and the Dragon Guard had another ally as well, Nephilar. He gave them his own horn to use against Latvalon, but he also refused Jadari something. And then the final battle. Jadari fell, but the Dragon Guard was still able to trap Latvalon. For centuries he was sealed away beneath this very keep, until he escaped, that is, which leads us to today's battle. What I'm interested in is how Jadari was able to use the Mask of Alkosh against Latvalon, though I suspect Nathalar may have some insight on that as well. We should continue our search. Nathalar!
Jadari. No. It is you, Hunter. Deju. Time blurs. It is the same as before. I can feel Latvulan's icy malice permeating this chamber. So this was his prison, was it? And now he has assured that it will be my grave. Yes, I gave her my horn, but it was not enough. And so she asked me to empower the Mask of Alkosh, so that we could slay Latvulan and end his terror. I refused. Latvulan was sealed away, but not before Jadari fell in battle. It takes two wills to awaken the mask. One is a champion of the pride of Alkosh, a warrior who has proven themselves worthy of the mask's power. The other must be one of my kind, a dragon. Fenjuntid, the will of my father, the Dragon King of Time. All Dove seek dominion, and so it is a king's command that is our bane. I will not turn away from you as I did Jadari. I will not repeat the past. I will join with you and empower the mask. You are a worthy ally, and a champion of my father's will. Only together can we hope to defeat Latvulan. Raise the mask before me. It is time. Zordrun Kolos, myth made manifest. A trick of the mask and nothing more. Come, let us see what lies beyond the dunes.
Apologies never did suit you, Nathalar. You are here now. That is all that matters. A new champion walks in Jadari's stead. We can still make things right. Poor Rakajin. It was his destiny to walk these sands, you know. To join with the pride of Alkosh. But greed drenched his heart like a freezing rain, sapping all its warmth. And so, it fell on your shoulders to walk this path instead. Dragons, yes. And something far worse as well. Latvulan, the demon from the east. It was not enough to seal it away. You must succeed where Jadari failed. You must banish the demon unto eternity, as Alkosh wills. Latvulan is the torment of chaos. A shadow wearing a scaly hide. It seeks to drench this world in anguish, as is its very nature. It will pave the way for another. A new moon filled with darkness. Then the tapestry of time shall unravel. Alkash watches we mortals with a weary eye. He will lend his power to one worthy, yes. But only if we are granted the aid of his blood. Only a dragon's power can awaken the mask. You seem willing. Can you say the same of Nafalar? You must raise the mask of Alkosh before him. Do not think. Feel. Cast doubt from your heart, and ready yourself to accept Alkosh's divine will. You must succeed where Jadari failed, Mask-Bearer. You must slay Latvulan. Of course, Mask-Bearer. Jadari is sure you have many questions. Just don't expect too many answers, yes? It is not a place, but a story that has been and will be told time and time again. We are within the tapestry, and without it. Wrapped up tightly in its threads, even as we desperately try to untangle them. Alkosh is he who weaves the tapestry, and also he who is the threads. They unspool from the tip of his tail. When the thread ends, there will be nothing. We are all woven into his tapestry, Walker. We are always within the realm of time. Perhaps that is why Alkosh entrusted the Khajiit with his secrets, no? Jadari was born under eclipsed moons, yet was destined to never become main. And as she listened to the moons, they sang to her a song as sweet as candied moon sugar, until the day their song became the steady beat of drums. The darkness of Lorkhaj had stained her soul, the bruising purple of spilled wine. Soon, all she could hear was beautiful, terrible whispers. And so this one decided to make her way to the sands behind the stars, before she was forever lost. But Kenarthi carried Jadari not above to the stars, but into the darkness that had settled in this one's heart. Jadari was given two gifts, a lantern to guide, and a sword to protect. And both shined with Alkosh's divine light. You walked the halls of the High Main, have you not? You proved yourself worthy, and were gifted the mask of Alkosh. Those trials, those halls, they reflect Jadari's battle, deep in her heart. A battle that she won. Jadari was gifted the mask of Alkosh, and told to protect his most sacred tapestry. To slay a demon who would undo all of time. But now that duty lies upon your shoulders. Bear it wisely. Go before him, Dragon God. It should only take a few words. Do you remember?
Dragon King Abal. Ornahu Hansu. This mortal is worthy. Wavogri Krenti. They shall mend your threads.
Go now. Harness the might of Alkosh to overcome the demon from the east, as it was always meant to be.
Our strength is now one, Akatuz. Let us finish this.
Reach the surface this way. Let's move out.